Howdy, partner. The game is Dead Frontier 2. So I was playing 7 Days to Die, which is a zombie survival builder diggy game. And my kid got me into it, and as kids do, they lose attention very fast. And after a few days, he bailed and went to go play something else, and left me with the need to kill zombies. So I went looking around for a zombie game, and I wanted something with like multiplayer, and I found Dead Frontier 2, which is a free-to-play, which is nice, third-person shooter MMO RPG. So let's go in and take a look. So this game was developed by a company called Creepy Corpse, who did Dead Frontier 1. It's developed in Unity, and it's open world survival horror. It does have a little bit of nudity. You can take the nudity settings off, but like if she had her shirt off, you would see the boobers. So just be aware of that. The graphics are pretty scary with some of the zombies. There is the option to see nudity. So if you are going to play this with a kid, make sure they are mature enough to be able to handle that, or turn the settings off. You can turn off blood, I think, which I think I have my blood off. You can turn your nudity off as well. So it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Just wanted to make everybody aware of that if they were looking at this game. But it is multiplayer, right? So other people can be in here with me. There's nobody in here now, which is weird. I think it's instanced. Like, so it said 500 people was online, but you'll see it'll be like connecting to multiplayer server, and then like all of a sudden people kind of zone in. So I think it's a little instanced. It's not exactly. It feels more like a lobby game with a open world outside, and I'll explain that in a little bit. But when you start, you're going to start in a little area like this. This is a hospital. This is like the second lobby that I've went over to. I guess you could say like safe zone or bunker. But they all seem to have the same setup. They have a trader. They have your bank, your account stash. They have quest givers, mailbox, trainer who you hand your quests into and can reset your skill points. Cosmetic vendor, so you can buy cosmetics, which actually look pretty good. These cosmetics, they're a little expensive, 800 credits. I don't want to go into the, well, I guess we'll go into the cash shop. Well, let me explain the game a little bit. Get off track here. So when you start out, you start here. You get some quests. You go out into the town and do the quests and come back. So really, it seems like the gameplay loop is doing quests to level up, exploring houses and apartment complexes to kill zombies and get loot, and killing bosses. And like you have little events. So there are different ways that you can level up in this game, right? And you can make builds depending on what you want to do. If you want to be like, if you want to quest, or you want to go around and just grind on zombies, or if you want to do like a boss killer, because bosses do give good experience. All three ways seem to be viable ways to level up. I'm still relatively new myself, so you know, I'm not an advanced player in this game, just kind of sharing a little bit of what I know about the game. So let me show you around this lobby, and then we'll go out and I'll show you the outside world a little bit. First, the account stash, which is your bank, right? Limited, it only has 40 slots. Your inventory starts with, I think, 20. I have some stuff to bump it up. I think you can bump your inventory up to like high 30s or 40s or something like that. So inventory management and space is at a premium. There are some little hacks you can do to get more, like in your trader. If you go to sell, like I'm storing some of my food in here, like I got some orange juice and peanut butter in here just because it's high water, high food content. In case I come in and I'm hungry and I don't have anything, I'll pull from here. I have it set to 500. It's not worth 500. It's worth like, you know, maybe 50 or something. So I didn't put it to 999,000 because hell, if somebody wants to buy it for 500, I'll sell it for that. But I do have it stored in here. So you got 20 slots to sell into. If you want to. You also have a car outside with, I think, 15 slots in the trunk that you can stick stuff in. And as a free player, you have two characters. So you have another character who will have another 20 slots on them. So you can put stuff into your account, and then they can put it on them. Like, that's where I'm storing a lot of my ammo. That's why my account stash has no ammo in it and has so few slots taken, because I just dumped everything into an alt. I don't keep any food. Food is very abundant in this game, so I don't feel like it's wise to stock up a whole bunch of it. Maybe a few pieces, and that's why I stuck it into my vendor, just to have a few pieces in there in case I need it before I go out and go out on a raid. I think you find enough food and enough drink when you're running around out there. That's not too much of an issue. I do keep some medical. I keep these high-end paramedic bags in here because they seem to be very good. Then I keep 1 or 2 each of antibiotics, bandages that cure like bacterial infections, bleeding, burns. First aid kits are like medium. They do 84 hit points. And then these cure radiation damage. So I keep like 1 or 2 of each of these, just to keep my stash space limited. I got some weapons in here, like that I bought, that I'm going to use as soon as I can. Oh, can I use that one? Weapon. Yeah, I don't want to use that because it doesn't have experience. What else do I got? Clothing. Guess I do have some clothing. I put, this is going to go to my alt. I just put that in there to save it in case I want to level up another character. You can prestige in this game, so when you get like high enough level, max level I think is 30, you can opt to prestige, go back to level 1, and you can do that I think 5 times. Every time you do it, you get an extra skill point, right? So if you really like this game and you really want to max out your character, you're going to want to prestige 5 times to get that extra skill point. And you know what skill points are for is so you can add stuff into your build. The skills are very, they help a little bit. Let me give you an example. Right, melee expert. Each level gives 5% melee damage, attack speed, knockback distance. Rifle gives 5%, headshot, body, aim speed, attack speed, accuracy. So it's like little incremental benefits, right? That are going to help you throughout the game. Right now, as a beginner, I'm not focusing on a build right now. So like if you're starting, this is what I would recommend. This is what I'm doing. There might be, some knowledgeable people that say don't do that, but I think when you're starting, the most powerful skill you can get is fast learner, right? So I'm stacking that up as high as I can get it. So I got 15 extra experience. I'm going with jog speed. I would recommend 1 speed, either sprint or jog, whatever you like. So sprint is activated, so you can run faster by hitting shift, and then you see that little foot depleting. So it lasts a pretty good long time, and as you build it up, it'll last longer and regenerate faster, and you run faster. Or jog is what I'm doing right now. Like normal walking is considered jog. When you reload, that's considered walking. That's your reload speed. So just to make that clear. So I would just, as far as traversing, either go for sprint or go for jogging. Jogging is going to be a little bit slower, but it's on all the time. And I like things that are passive on all the time. We'll see how that pans out. Maybe I'll want sprint for boss fights later or something. Back to skills. So I think fast learner is the best. 1 type of traversal speed, and then inventory capacity. This doesn't really do a lot. Like mule 2, it gives me like 2 points. So it gives me 10% each point, right? So it gives me 4 more slots, which isn't really a lot, but man, when you're out there looting, you get filled up, and it's very frustrating because you're constantly like, okay, I gotta dump this. It gets to the point where you can't even eat food. I don't know what intoxication does. It's a damage reduction. That's nice. That's good for melee then. You can't even hold food. You'll be so packed up with ammo and healing items and loot that you won't even be able to like store a lot of food. So inventory space is at a premium, especially when you first start. So I kind of went with mule. Toughness, I just had to pick something, so I figured some extra health would help. And then medic to help, because getting these first aid kits, if you're taking damage, They're going to be using the medical kits a lot. So if you can increase the amount that they do, I figured that'd be good. But this isn't a build. This is a newbie build. This is a build to help you just survive and, you know, some quality of life until you get some gear that gives you better inventory. And then you'll want to either respec out of that or you know, get the 30 and then prestige and flip back and start working on a build. I figured I don't want to really focus on melee, or maybe a stealth melee build, or, you know, maybe I want to focus on shotguns or rifles or pistols. I don't know yet because I don't know enough about the game, what I like. So I think this is a good way, a good like beginner build to kind of start off with. A traverse speed, fast learner, mule, and then whatever else you want. You don't have to take toughness or medic. You could go with like melee and something else, because you are going to do a lot of melee because you won't have a lot of ammo in the beginning. So you're going to be relying on your melee more than anything. Alright, so that's account stash. That's skills. Let's go with quest givers. So you could go to quests and get their quests once a day. Every day it resets. Go in here, go to mission log. You can see all the quests that you have. So you can run around and do them every day, or you can just not do them. It's up to you. And if you just want to grind or something like that, or do boss killing. Trainer, you can do a skill reset, or this is where you, when you're done your missions, you hand them into a trainer, so you can hand them in at any of the stations. Let's get into the cash shop, the cosmetics, right? So, like I said, they look good, but this is kind of expensive. 800 credits is like 30 bucks, I think. Buy credits. Yeah, so it's, like, you'd have to spend $34. I bought the subscriptions. With the subscription, you get 200 credits. Subscription costs like $9.95. So, if you're going to buy 200 credits, you might as well just get the month-long subscription. I bought it thinking I get more stash space, but I was incorrect. You get the stash space with a package that you can buy. I think I'd have to log. I think I have to go to character to show you that real quick. Upgrade slots. There it is. So yeah. So account slot bundle. 500 credits give you 3 character slots. You start with 2, so you'll have 5 in total. Gives you 100 accounts stash slots, right? So I'm assuming that's plus 100, so you'll have 140. Gives you another 20 market selling, so you have 40 market, and that's per character, which is nice. And 20 private trade slots. I'm not even sure what private trade slots are yet, so I'll have to figure that out. But it gives you a whole bunch more storage. For whatever reason, I thought membership gave you some account storage too, so that's why I did that. But let me show you what the membership does do. Standard free-to-play subscription gives you some XP bonus, some loot bonus, stuff like that. It's not that bad. So it gives you 50% XP, 50% ammo find, fuel find, 100% for elite and unique item chance to find. So it doubles your chance to find unique and elite items, however good that is. Uniques are the best stat in the game, or the best rarity in the game. So they're the 2 highest rarities in the game. So that's pretty nice. So if you got the gold membership for 2 months, you get 500 things, and you can buy the extra stash space anyway, which I might do. If I'm still playing this in a month, I'll just redo it another month. It also makes your name gold. Like, see how this guy with the Chinese character, like this guy right here, it has a subscriber, so his name's in gold. He's a free-to-play player, so his name's in blue. So it does do that for you too when you have a subscription. And that's about it for the base. Other than that, you get your quests, you go out into the world. So let's go out into the world, and I'll show you what that is like. Oh, this is going to be another long video, guys. Another long one. Alright, so as you can see, the world is open world. There's other people in here. You can see in the upper left-hand corner, it's saying people are entering my area. If if you open your map by hitting M, you can see where you're at. I'm in this area right here, Haverbrook. As I mouse around, this is Dawnhill, so a different area. If I mouse this way, West Modale is another area, and then Dalbo, I guess it's called, is another area. So, you know, the people that's showing are in this area. Each one of these little tiny dots is an actual building. So if I hover over this green where it shows I have a quest, you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings, and out of those 4 buildings, it has 5 different shops. You can go in any of those areas. I have a quest in Bernice's pub. So if I wanted to figure out where that was, I would hit my M key. I would just put a dot over there, and it'll show you where it's at. So I know it's that way, right? So I know that's the way I'm facing. And as you can see, like, let me do this. As you update your little marker, you can see it kind of moves. Yeah, so wherever you want to go, you can just click and put a marker there. If you wanted to head there, as you go over there, it's gonna highlight Bernice's pub, and you'll be able to see which one it is. But you can go in any of them. Any of these, you can go in. Gotta be careful around here. Zombies will come out. So zombies just roam around in this open world. Very Silent Hill fog vibes. When these zombies attack these strongholds or whatever, sirens go off. It reminds me of Silent Hill. You'll be out here, you hear the siren go off. When you win it, you get a 2-hour, like 20% XP buff when you're out here doing it. It takes like 10 minutes and you're fighting off zombies. You'll have like 10 or 20 other players out here doing it. Everybody comes to fight and get really good XP and get the XP buff. It's pretty cool, actually. Other random events you'll come across out in the world. Bosses will spawn. Let's see if there's any out here. None. I guess these are PvP areas. Yeah, so here's an event right here. There's an event right here. What do you gotta do? Kill crows, kill worms, and you get some experience. This one, what do you gotta do? Kill 100 zombies in 17 minutes. That's not bad. I wish I was over on that side. I would do that. Kill 100 zombies, you get a bonus 2,600 XP. That's not bad. So yeah, so each one of these little buildings is something you can go in, and each one probably has like a little boss and a little, you gotta go into the rooms and search around and all kinds of loot and things like that. So let me show you one of the buildings. I'm gonna actually run. Actually, let me show you the melee while I'm here, since I got all this stuff attacking us. So melee, pretty simplistic. You have 2 swings. You have a swing. They both do the same damage. This is like a short step swing. And then you have a long step that gives you like 2 steps. Now, I was watching videos on melee, and I think a lot of the information on this game's outdated. Because they were like saying, do this, and then turn, so you step back. Do this, and then turn, so you step back. I found that I didn't need to do that, because with the short step, you could just kind of go at them. 1, just hold the button down. 2, hold the button down. Whoop, missed. When you miss, it's good to take a step back, though, because you don't want to get too close to them. You want to keep your distance. 1, 2. Oh, spitters. Yeah, the guys in this area spit. All right, they're getting together. You can AOE with your melee if they're together. Yeah, he's trying to spit on me. See how you can hit 2 of them? See, the melee does have a nice little area of effect. Get out of here. He's about to spit on me. So melee is pretty nice. I don't think you have to do this thing that people were saying. I think that's outdated. I don't know. Yeah, see, as they get harder, they start running. They start sprinting a little bit. So see how you can just kind of knock them? Now, if you do that too many times, if you're hitting them, when you get a 1, 2, 3 combo, is kind of okay. But then it starts getting out of sync, and they might swing and bite you. 4's pushing it. I would definitely, after 4 swings, 1, if you hit them, hit them, hit them. I wouldn't push it past 4. I'd back up a little bit, get realigned, and then go at them again. You know, just be aware that this is a short step. See how it's one space? Actually, that's pretty long. Versus the long step is like, boom, boom, you take another step. Let's AoE these guys. Whop. 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 They see how 4, if I would have went 5, he would have definitely like, and I got a little too close to him. They just kind of grab a hold of you and bite you. There's nothing you can do about it. Also, I seen like I was like looking at the same guide, and I think it was outdated. They were like invest points into sprint, at least 1 point in the sprint and 1 point in the kick if you're going to do melee. I think that's outdated because by default you have a kick, right? That's your kick right there. You can see the cooldown in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. That's basically, it does a little damage and it kind of just pushes them back, right? And then sprint is just shift. It lets you to kind of sprint a little bit. So you don't have to put any points into them. You get them by default. You know, so if you're seeing any guides, I've seen a lot of stuff from like 2018. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video. You can use guns. Obviously, guns are powerful. They can headshot, which does a lot of damage. If your aim is better than mine. Right? But the ammo is hard to come by. It's rather expensive if you're just sitting here slaughtering zombies left and right with bullets. So I think the common advice is to, you know, for these easy things, use your melee. For bosses or harder mobs that spit, maybe, that you gotta keep your distance from, use your guns. Don't just sit there and blast everything. Unless you're really super high level and have all the money in the world, I guess it's okay. But let me get out of here. Oh, you do have a car, right? So at every stronghold or whatever you call it, you'll have your car, which is just like a teleportation system. And it does, zombies. It does have 15 slots in it, so you can use it as storage. But I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to run over to that one. It's going to take me a little bit, maybe like 5 or 10 minutes to run over there. But while I'm running over there, I'll go ahead and let you see what the world looks like a little bit. Like, you see how the residents there? Actually, let's go in one of these. Just real quick. Because this is what the whole game's like this. You go into a residence, a store, a building, and it'll have a layout, right? So it shows your map. I haven't been in any of these rooms. It has a stairway going to the next level too. Yellow outlines on corpses or anything means you can loot it. So that's what you're looking for. So basically the gameplay is you go into these rooms, kill the zombies, get experience. You can ignore them if you want. I think that's a valid gameplay style, is like a boss killer build. We'll just ignore all these guys, run straight to the boss, and kill the boss. Or you get like a grinder build. I would imagine like a melee sneak build would be more of a grinder. You can sneak, like you get down like this. Even though your flashlight is shining on them, that doesn't matter. It's just like your sneak radius and how well they can see, and then you walk up and one-shot them. I think sneak damage is 300% damage. But anyway, you just go in these little doors, and they'll just, sometimes they're single rooms like this. Sometimes they have more. You can see how those two see me all the way over there, but she didn't see me. You don't have to engage them to get out. You can just like, I don't feel like fighting them. Let me see if I can sneak her. But yeah, sneak's pretty powerful. Like, that dude didn't even see me. Like, you would think because I got a flashlight shining in his face, he'd see me. But they kind of have a higher chance of seeing you when they're facing you. So he's probably going to detect me if he doesn't turn around. But you can make a sneak build that walks faster and has a lower radius. And I'd imagine it'd be pretty powerful. You just come in here and one-shot these things. Like, I'm level 10 one-shotting this stuff with sneak. But problem is you're not going to be sneaking bosses, right? So you're going to be relying on guns and stuff to kill bosses. Was he there the whole time and he didn't see me? You gotta watch out for those ankle biters. Yeah, like I said, anything with yellow here is lootable. You just, you know, you're looking for anything. Meds, food, weapons. You have a chance for anything on those little normal loot containers in these rooms. So as you can see, as I'm going into the rooms, it's opening it up, right? So you can see where you have and have not gone and where you have and have not explored. And that's pretty much the gameplay loop. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect to show you here. All right, let me sneak and clear this out. When they're laying down like that, with their face down, they tend to be alive still. Okay? If they're face up like that, they tend to be dead. So let me go ahead and loot this guy. Hopefully she turns around. I can smack her. Milk. I'm probably getting hungry. I haven't eaten in a while. So stairway going up to the next level. But this is perfect, because this is what I want to show you. So this door requires a key. So I'd have to go explore this whole building. You'll find the key in this building someplace to get in that door. Any door like that that requires a key is going to have a higher chance, or I think maybe like 100% chance to give a better loot. So you're going to find like a what do they call it? Not a unique. Uniques are very rare. You're going to find like a rare or superior type weapon. This right here with the triple question mark, and on the map it's red. So this is a locked door and this is a boss door. So if I go in there, it means there's a boss in there and I'm gonna have a boss fight. I think you can leave. You don't have to fight the boss. So I'm gonna go in. Hopefully I don't die. For the sake of the video, I'm in a higher level area. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Oh my god, look at that dude. I'm not ready for this. Ah! Alright, screaming like a little girl. Zombies can also like you'll just be standing here like a zombie will walk through the door. Freak you out. Let me see if I can go in there and get a sneak hit on that dude. Oh. Did you see him bite me? He tried to bite me. I want to fight him. Alright, I'm probably just going to charge in and see what's up. What's my health? My health is good. What do I got? I got first aid kit. It's hard to heal yourself when you're in there fighting because you got to like literally stop, click that, hit use. There's no hotkeys. They make it like that on purpose. So let's do this. Leroy Jenkins! Alright. Oh my god, I can't see. He made me go blind. He's pretty fast. Alright. Oh god. See, they tried to box me in. What the hell was that? What hit me? Alright. I had to get some of them out of the way. Now see how these... Oh wow, he makes you like go foggy. This dude's fast. I gotta get rid of him. You can't pause for too long messing with these guys. I gotta get some of these little guys out of my way so I have room to kite this boss. But see how they like sprint? Alright, he's down. You don't want to hang out too long. That's the key. So let me switch to my weapon now so I can... Oh, jeez. Was not expecting you. Get away from me! You freak. Where'd that little freaky dude go? Alright, you're done. And this is why ranged weapons are good for bosses. And reloading is dangerous. Go, 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 go. You're down. Alright, now I got the ads down. Oh, probably, let me cancel that. Shouldn't reload right there. Hide behind the couch. See how he just came in the door on me like that? Little cheater. Two of them. I guess they're programmed to come into the boss's room at quicker intervals. as you're fighting a boss. Oh, what the heck was that? Did he hit me? How'd he hit me? Yeah, see? They're gonna keep coming in. Oh, it was the little goo worm. I gotta get some shots on this. What the hell was that? He's hitting me with, like, magic. Maybe you can't look at his eyes. What the hell was this? Alright. This is getting difficult now. Oh, you can't stay still. You have to keep moving. If I stay still, he gets me. I had to use my first aid kit. I gotta get going on that boss. Ooh. Ooh. If I stay still, he fogs me up when I try to aim. I don't know. I'm gonna... What the hell? Is he reflecting my bullets at me? Because he's not doing it when I shoot at anybody else. Maybe you have to melee this guy. I don't understand. Nope, not that. I think if you just stay still, he fogs your vision, and he's really tough. I might have to give up on him. See him fogging my vision? Yeah, I gotta give up. He's gonna kill me. So anyway, that's the boss fight. I figured he might be a little too tough for me. I don't know how to beat him. I've never encountered him before, so probably bad to do the video. But as you can see, the boss fights can get kind of crazy. I gotta figure out how to beat him. He was like giving me foggy vision or something and hitting me. So I was getting close to dying. And I don't really have a lot of heal kits on me. I wasn't expecting to do this. Anyway, so I showed you what I wanted to show you. Key for him, boss. This is what the house looks like. So, and they're all kind of like this. Some are bigger. This is kind of a small house, which was nice. And then you can see where the exits are, and you can just go out. So that's the gameplay. Like every house is pretty much the same. They don't really look that different. They have different layouts, but you know, there's not a lot of variation to the outside world. All looks like this, as far as I've seen. Inside the houses all look like that. So there's not a lot of variation. I don't know why that is. Maybe to keep the size of the game down, or so it runs nice. It runs pretty smooth. I get pretty much 60 frames per second everywhere I go. One time when there was an event outside the bunker, there was like 30 players, and I got a little bit of frame drop, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't anything horrible at all. Alright, but I'm going to go ahead and go over to this other area, and I'm going to just kind of edit this out and speed warp over there, so be right back. Okay, I'm back and getting close to the starting area here. Just want to come back and get to where I don't want to say more my level, because that was a level 10 area, but something a little easier. I just hit level 10 and ran over to that area, and as you can see, they were kind of kicking my butt a little bit, so wanted to come back over here where they're a little slower. Still take the same amount of hits to kill, but they don't have they're not spitting at me and giving me infections, and the bosses aren't making my eyes go crazy and giving me psionic damage to my brain or whatever. Okay, so put the mark here. Okay, there it is. See how kind of like when you get close to it, it highlights? So you just got to put your marker close to where you want to go, and then it'll kind of highlight. But everything's all foggy, and you know, it's not really a means to travel where you're going to recognize where you're at all the time. You definitely got to use waypoints. And there's my car, which is just like a fast travel mechanism. You got to manage. As you can see, you got 15 storage slots in your car. But let's go inside. I think I'm pretty much done with the video. I just need to show you... What do I need to show you? I didn't do the trader yet, right? So we discussed skills. We discussed quests, boss killing, grinding out zombies in the open world and in buildings and just looting. I think are all valid gameplay styles. And one thing I do like is the trader. So when you go to the trader, you can sell your items by hitting scrap, which is like selling it, like imagine selling it to the vendor, right? Like you're just selling it to whatever he'll buy it for. So that's worth $4 for antibiotics. Or you can hit sell and place it on the market, right? If you're not using it all to store orange juice like I am, using it as a refrigerator. So you hit sell, and then it's telling me 141 for antibiotic, right? So obviously I'm going to want to sell it for 141 and not scrap it for 4. But let's see why it's selling for 141. So if we go to buying and go to anti, and we can do medical just to get the category. Hit search, antiseptic spray, antibiotics. So you can see here all these antibiotics are listed at 141. And then it looks like they go up to 143. So yeah, 141 looked like a good price to sell that. So I will sell that for 141. Oh, look, it's trying to do 137. I think it gets the default sell price at what was last bought, or what the average of what was bought. But I'm gonna go ahead and change that to 140, so I'm one under all those 141s. Sell burn kit for 73 or scrap it for 4. I don't know the market yet, so I like to always double check and just get an idea of what things are selling for. Burn kit 70, 70, 75, 76s. So it looks like somebody probably undercut a lot. Like they didn't do it by default probably. I don't know. But I'm gonna put mine at 74. Because those $4 will make all the difference. Burn kit, so 73 is good. 24. Yeah, so you can buy ammo. So you can buy food, drink, medical, clothing, ammo, weapons, fuel, vehicle parts, backpacks, and upgrades. I really like this auction house. It's very simplistic, but it has everything you could possibly need, right? So if I go to weapon, I then can fill in any subcategory. If I want a pistol, rifle, shotgun, melee, chainsaw. So let's say I want a shotgun. I can select the rarity. Damaged, common, superior, rare, elite, all the way up to unique. Let's just look at what unique shotguns sell for. Yeah, uniques are the best, so they sell for a highly inflated amount. You're not going to find a $200 unique. Let's see, superior. $30 superiors, right? So really, even if you go to elite, you're not gonna. You can find some pretty cheap elites, a few hundred to 1,000 for elites. And the only difference really is the level requirement is going to be higher, and you see those stats like 30 damage, 26 weapon, body damage, attack speed. Depending on what you're looking for, what stats. And then you can further, like if you're looking for specific stats, right? So let's say you're looking for aim speed, and then you can pick 3 of them. And you want body damage, which you probably would actually want head damage. And you want some maximum accuracy. There's nothing. Let's get it off elite and put any grade. Nothing meets all of them. Let's just do 2. Nothing does 2. How about something with aim? Nothing with aim speed, really? No shotguns with aim speed? Let's do attack speed. Nothing with attack speed. What is going on? Really? Prize damage? How about ammo capacity? Some of these things might not be valid for shotguns, right? Let's do XP gained. There we go. We got one. So, as you can see, like, so you can search if you wanted a shotgun that's going to give you plus experience, which I do recommend getting plus experience gear if you're starting out and you're leveling up. That's, like, what's more important than getting the experience. You know, doing a little bit more damage, having a little bit more aim speed. So, I do like this. You know, you can set your min-max pricing. I don't want to see anything over 50. I want to try to find something under level 20. Nothing. Might not be anything with the 50. It might be too low. I don't want to see anything over 100. I'm cheap. There we go. I got 3 shotguns. I have XP that can be bought under 100. This one's actually really good. It's, well, not really good, but for 71, you can use it at level 1. And it has 6 XP. That's actually a pretty good shotgun. I might buy that. Anyway, you can do that for weapons, gear, food, whatever you want. It's like I said, it's a very simplistic trader market search. I'm not sure what incoming and outgoing offers are. I'm really not sure. I'm not sure how to do that yet, so sorry about that. It looks like maybe some kind of bidding system. I'll have to look into that. But that's the game. It's a fairly simplistic game. I think people might be put off by the zoning, you know, the blacking out and going in, but it's pretty quick. I could talk these are some of the quest givers. I think I already got their quests. You know. But once you get used to it, it's not that bad. Once you get used to the idea that, you know, you're walking through here looking for zombies, you're checking this room, you're looking for loot, and there actually can be loot in this area. There's no zombies though. But I think some people might get thrown off by this if they're not really understanding how it works and understanding that the outside world is just filled with these places, and other people can join you in this. As far as I know, there's no partying. Like, you don't party with people. But let me show you this. This is how you know where people are at. See this blue star near the door right there? That indicates that there's other players in that room. So if you're walking through, you'll see, like, oh, there's a player in that room. You'll know where they're at a little bit. I don't think it shows you on the map. Yeah, it's not going to show you on the map that there's other players in there, but so that's one way you can join people. I don't think there's groups, but you can join people. You don't take their loot. Like, if there was some loot in this table here or something, it's instanced for you, and it's instanced for them. So you're not taking their loot. They're not taking your loot. I did some minor testing on experience sharing. You do have to at least tag the mob, hit it once, to be able to share experience. So if somebody just slaughters the zombie before you're able to hit it, you won't get experience for it from what I've tested. Now, I haven't had a chance to test, do you get full experience? I'm not sure how that works. I'd imagine if you tag it, you get full experience. It was looking that way, but I haven't had a chance to test that out yet because I don't really have anybody to help me test it. I was just doing it with strangers, so I couldn't get very accurate with it. But it looks like as long as you're with people and you tag the mob, you get the XP. For bosses, it's not a problem because they take so much damage. So, check this guy out. Let's see if he sells anything different. Nah, he's selling the same green set. So I guess it changes every day. It changes. But that's it. It's an interesting zombie killy game with other players that you can chat to. Hello. Anyone out there? I haven't had anybody chat with me yet, though. I've run into people where we kind of organically. Ah, I've seen him before. Hello again. Yeah, I've seen him before. I didn't play with him though before. You were on last night pretty late. I'm still awake. Yeah, I seen that dude. I didn't play with him, but I seen him before. But like I've had a couple people where we shot kind of like organically were following each other around, which was pretty cool. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully it was helpful to you. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up, of course, as always. If you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.